through the course of the afternoon here on BBC Radio Northampton. Now, the Tawheed's Community Trust has organised something of a special charity walk. It's raising money to develop and ultimately save their masjid, otherwise known as a mosque. It's a community centre. It's also the first Islamic charity shop and coffee shop here in Northampton, the county town. On Thursday of the 24th of January, Raja Hadiyah, who's the chairperson of the Women's Department and the secretary of the trust, is going to be undertaking a walk on her own from Northampton to the London Central Mosque, and that is 67.2 miles. To tell me more about the trust and the walk itself is the lady who's going to be putting best foot forward and then following it up with the other one, and doing it for quite some time, Raja Hadiyah herself. Raja, welcome to the studio. Lovely to have you in.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure.
First of all, tell me about the community centre. Tell me about the masjid and the mosque. It's in Clare Street.
Yeah, it is in Clare Street. So basically, we're a masjid, a community centre, and a charity shop. They're over on Clare Street. We're dedicated to providing help and support to as many lives as possible. And basically, our aim is to work towards the prevention and relief of poverty, homelessness, and unemployment by saving, helping, supporting, and educating as many lives as we can reach.
So it's community in the truest possible sense, and the centre is the hub for all of that.
Yes, exactly.
That's quite amazing in terms of the range of things that you do. Equally amazing, the fact that you are going to walk the thick end of 70 miles to raise money for it. Why do you need to do that?
Basically, the reason why I've chosen to do the walk is, as you know, Northampton is a very small community, and we're also approaching a very crucial part of our contract with regards to the building and its payments, and we need to reach a broader range of people, and we've decided to try to spread it to the general public as opposed to just Northampton in order to do this, to accomplish paying off the building.
So it's not only welcoming people into the community through the Islamic faith, it's also the survival of the building itself, because having contracted to buy it, you haven't finished paying for it yet.
No, we haven't.
So
we're still in the process of doing that.
This is really the process of save our centre then, because if you don't raise the money, you lose it.
Yeah, we'll basically lose it. We have one enormous sum to pay actually this Saturday the 20th, which will be the first payment since we've actually made the deposit. We have 170,000 to pay this Saturday. We're frantically out on the streets, of course, trying to raise money. We have a very small group. We are definitely urging, to get more help as well, as far as raising money is concerned. And we've got the charity walk coming up as well on the 24th, which I'm looking forward to now that I've seen the snow outside. It's, I'm sort of hoping that, I won't have as much snow on the 24th, but definitely looking forward to it. I'm really enthusiastic about it. It's for a good cause.
That's a mighty amount of money that you've got to raise. And you start your walk after the deadline for this payment to be made. So
exactly.
Where are you with that? Have you got the money?
There has been, no, we don't have the money. There has been, and there's still actually some negotiations going on as far as being able to get just a bit more time, of course, to reach our goal. So we're hoping that, it'll go well.
This money's got to be paid by the weekend. £177,000.
£170,000 by the weekend.
What happens if you haven't got it?
Oh, I don't think I want to know what happens. Of course, there's a lot of legalities that we have to respect. So yeah, we could lose the building, and of course we could be taken to court even.
So what would that mean then for the Islamic community? Because the mosque we've done stories about the mosque in the past. We've done stories about the community. If you lose this building, and if that is a real possibility, before you ever set foot, the cause could be lost, couldn't it?
It could be. I'm hoping that it won't be, but it could be. Like I said, I've already spoken about the possibility of having more time, even if that time could extend until after the walk, in order for us to reach the general public and to get help from a wider range of people in the community. Then so far, I think we should be able to do that.
But if you don't, and I'm sorry to dwell on this, but £170,000 that you've got to cough up by the weekend, it seems
if we don't, we lose the building. It's as simple as that.
So what does the community then do? Where do you go?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sort of hoping that the community won't let that happen, which is why I'm here with you today, and which is why I'm doing the walk.
How big is the Islamic community in Northampton?
As far as I know, I think we've got about 15,000. Don't quote me on that, but I think. We've got about 15,000.
15,000 people.
Yeah,
you've got to stamp up
Northampton.
170,000.
Yes, 170,000.
Wow.
And I think it's a matter of just being able to reach everyone. I mean, we are, on Clear Street, as you know. We're a very small team at the moment because we've only been there since August of 2012, and we've got flyers, and there's only so many people we can reach, having a small team. And we're sort of hoping, that with the walk and everything, that we'll be able to, like I said, reach a wider range of people.
All right, well, let's
to get that support.
Let's look at the walk itself. As I said, you're putting best foot forward. 67.2 miles as a minimum to get you into the central London Mosque.
Yes.
I'm told, and I don't know whether this is accurate or not, but I'm told that a woman of the Islamic faith has never done anything like this. So you're going into the record books in the Islamic community, quite apart from the fact that you're doing something at the time of the year when most people would say you're stark staring mad to be even considering it.
I am. But as you know, in Islam, or as you may not know, I'll give you a little bit of information on that. One of the pillars in Islam is charity, and it's an obligation to all Muslims to give charity. And this is just another form of my contribution to the charity, is helping them to raise money by doing this. And I'm hoping that in doing that we'll get a response from that. I know people at the moment, it's sort of, they see the impossibility of it, and I see the possibility of it. So I'm really going to push forward. I'm going to try my best, to make it to the end, and we'll just see how it goes.
In saying that you are the first woman of the Islamic faith to do this, and you must have done your sums, 67 miles. If you go down the motorway, it's about 55 miles. So you're doing some extra mileage, and that's putting it mildly. Are you doing this completely on your own, or have you got a support network to help you?
I've got a support team that'll be going with me. I will be the only one walking. Of course, we'll have a vehicle that'll go along. We'll actually have a caravan. So when I need to stop, if I need to eat or anything like that, we do have to consider the fact that I do have a heart condition as well. So I have to respect my body and listen to my body. I have to know when to stop, when to rest, when to eat and whatnot. So, yes, I will be doing it by myself.
You have a heart condition?
Yes, I do have a heart condition.
So are you going to have doctors on the route?
Well, first aid.
First aid?
Yeah, we'll have first aid. I should be okay. I mean, it's my heart condition, of course I have to respect, certain things as far as that's concerned. But I've been to see my doctor and I've had the okay to do it. So as far as the risks are concerned, I should be okay.
How long are you reckoning to take on this walk, Raja?
I'd put 7 to 10 days. I mean,
so 10 miles a day?
Day where I'm filled with energy.
10 miles a day is what you're reckoning on?
We're hoping for that. So we'll see how it goes. I really can't say. I can honestly say that I've never done this before. So far, because I am walking now, I'm doing 2 miles every 25 minutes. So, I mean...
That's brisk walking.
Sorry?
That's brisk walking.
That's brisk walking, yeah.
and how is the community supporting you, given that you're going out and doing this journey for the community? I mean, are you going to have supporters just going past with horns going, saying, don't stop, keep going, keep going?
I have no idea. I know that we have members of the community, of course, that are a part of the community centre that come to the masjid, and we do have their support. As far as the community of Northampton as a whole, we haven't been able to reach everyone to that extent. This is what we want to do. We want to reach as many people as possible in order to gain that support. So I'm sort of hoping that somewhere along the way, people will do exactly that. They'll come out and they'll, try to encourage me, and they'll donate as well, because that's the important part. The walk is to be able to raise money for the masjid and the community centre.
And this is multi-ethnic in that case. I mean, anybody of any ethnicity, anybody of any religion is more than welcome to support you. This is about community.
Charity is charity. It's funny you said that, because since we've actually been open, and like I said, our aims are to help people, to relieve poverty and things like that. Some of the people that have come to the community centre, we're non-Muslims. We've had Christians, we've had people that have no religion whatsoever, and we have helped them. We have help. There's no discrimination in charity.
The walk starts next week, Thursday the 24th of January. Raja Hadiyah reckons that it's going to take her about 10 days to do it. She will get a very warm welcome, I'm sure, when she gets to the London Mosque, and I'm sure she'll get to the London Mosque as well. If you can help her, and by extension, if you can then help the Islamic community with their masjid and what they want to do to save it, to make that incredible payment of money and to continue raising the funds so they can keep the masjid where it is in Clare Street, well, the first place to go and have a look at is the website for the community, which is www. And I'll spell this for you. It's Tawhid, I think the way you pronounce it. TAWHIYD. Tawhid.com. If you go there, you can find out more about the masjid itself, the mosque and the activities there. If you want to find out more about how to support Raja herself, you can do so by going and having a look at www.justgiving.com, and then it's /Raja Hadiyah, which is RAJAHADIYA. Let me spell that out again. www.justgiving.com /RAJAHADIYA. It's a fascinating story. It's a fascinating cause. You're going to raise the money, aren't you?
Yes, we will. And I have one more thing to say as well. And we're working along with the Northampton Borough Council as far as providing education for those who come to the community centre. We also have contact with the Northampton Police, which will be attending courses for crime prevention and mosque safety as well. It's a magnificent community centre. We've got a charity shop that's just opened as well. And I'm also working alongside with the university as far as having volunteers come in and help us as well. As long as the protocol, the mosque protocol is respected. There you go. We're trying our best.
Good luck with the walk. Particularly before you get to the start of the walk, good luck for this weekend and that massive amount of money that you got handed. Yeah. Come and talk to us once you've done the walk and once the feet have recovered, all right?
Yes, please. I would love that. Thank you so much for having me.
Lovely to meet you, Raja. Good luck.